Welcome to In the Closet. Here we are. What are we doing today?
Are we doing this right now?
Yeah, we're doing this right now.
Oh.
We're in the closet.
Yeah, we have a guest.
A guest. Brandon.
Brandon Bailey, supplement guru is what I call him.
He's a supplement guru. He's a guru of life.
If I want to know about supplements, I go see Brandon. Period. No one else.
Today we talk about supplements, but a whole lot more.
And I have to watch football today because there's a bet that's going on.
There is.
All right, so here we go.
In the closet.
Hey.
We're talking.
So Brandon is the supplement guru. I mean, that's what I had named you anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be supplement guru. I definitely know a little bit, I guess.
I think you know more than a little bit.
Shoot, you
know way more than a little bit.
Yeah.
I know not actually much. I just know the basics. You know what I mean? The basics of what you need, obviously, because I'm in the fitness industry. The basics of what I think you need.
Still more than most, so.
Yeah, I think most people just walk in and they just think creatine and protein.
You think they think creatine? The average person?
No, not the average person. Okay, I'm talking about the lifter that's actually trying to get gains, maybe. You like that?
Yeah.
The lingo?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think people are thinking about BCAAs or glutamine.
Glutamine.
Glutamine?
No, but I think when you start a fitness regimen, I think the average person who doesn't know much knows at least protein. Then from there, I didn't even know BCAAs for the longest time, and I mean, I'm talking even when I was serious into working out, not a trainer, but it's serious into working out. I didn't take anything other than protein.
Yeah. I mean, Jeff's probably right. A lot of people probably just think protein and creatine when they walk in, as far as trying to put on size and.
I just remember even when I was younger and I didn't know anything. I still don't know much, but the residual from her and you guys. But I mean, when I was younger, I remember being in the gym working out, and it was like people would talk about, like the guys who knew what they were talking about. It seemed or I thought they knew what they were talking about. It seemed like they were talking about, you got to get a lot of protein, you got to get creatine. And then it was dangerous back in the day.
I know.
Back in the day, it was like, you don't take creatine. That's crazy.
My brother was taking it, and my mom was freaking out. She's like, "You're never going to have babies." Is that true?
I don't think that's necessarily true. You do hear a lot of hearsay, but I don't think. I don't know. People just took a guess.
I think that it was word of mouth. That's the problem with back then. Like nowadays, in 2 seconds we can Google it and figure out the real answer.
This is true.
Is this a real answer though? You think Google
if you go to a legitimate site.
So what's a legitimate?
GNC.com.
Okay. Well, do they have it listed out like that?
I'm just saying you can go there and ask questions about products or find a legitimate trainer or somebody. Back in the day, just think about it. Back in the day, you just wouldn't that's what they say about someone I know. He's older and he'll just go off the handle and he gets crazy. He starts making stuff up and talking about stuff and his wife said, yeah. He used to do that all the time, and he was so strong, he's so opinionated, he would dominate the kids, and the adult kids, he would dominate, and they could not argue with him. Well, now, they freaking kick their phone out, and they're like, that never happened.
Yeah.
That never happened in World War II. You're crazy. That never happened. You know what I mean? It's kind of wild that we can just pull it up now and say.
Right.
And says that creatine keeps you from having babies to Siri, and Siri will find something.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying what my mom said.
Right.
But anyway.
You said it tonight.
I like creatine, but it makes me bloat. In my opinion. But I've heard it doesn't. What do you think? What do you think?
There's so many different forms of creatine.
Yeah.
I do agree that it does make you bloat, but I think that's more of your monohydrate, where it does actually hydrate the muscles. It saturates them with water. So
time out. What's monohydrate?
Monohydrate, it's just, that's the form, creatine monohydrate. So it's one of the oldest, it's what's, when creatine came out, that's what started, monohydrate. So it's the most researched, but it's also can cause water retention. Like Angie said, you got bloating, digestive issues that can cause. And yes, it is hard on the kidneys in heavy doses. You got guys that didn't control it back in the day and do 10 grams or more a day.
Yeah.
It's hard on you.
Yeah, logically, you're thinking the more I do, the bigger I'm going to get, right? And men naturally are like,
absolutely, that's the goal.
You try to eat more, drink more, go harder to be the biggest and the baddest.
Should you cycle off that stuff? I tend to cycle off of it.
Yeah, you really should tend to cycle off of it. I think anything for over an extended period of time, one, your body builds up that tolerance, and then two, you don't know the side effects that come with that for staying on something for a long period of time.
Right.
Yeah, everybody's different.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that even goes for caffeine just in general.
Oh, man, I'm addicted to caffeine. Don't.
Well, who isn't, first of all?
Oh, right?
I'm not anymore. I just don't do it, though.
Oh, please. Yes, you are, Runyon. You're not that big and bad that you're not addicted to
No,
caffeine.
I had to come off of it.
You are addicted to it.
I didn't have it today.
You didn't have caffeine today.
Well, I did have it this afternoon, but I'm just saying in the morning, like I used to drink so much, like I used to drink 4 or 5 cups of coffee before
less.
10 a.m.
You do drink less.
Out of 5 days a week, I walk out of here 4 without getting any coffee, and I don't have any.
That's because of your blood pressure.
That's what I'm saying. I get the office to have decaf coffee.
See what happens, Brandon? We were just talking about this when the microphone wasn't on, about age. And, Brandon, can I tell your age? What's your baby?
Oh, sure.
30. Okay, so we were teasing him that he's crossed over into
30.
the realm. And see what happens when you get older. You start having blood pressure issues, and then you can't read. I've got to hold my phone way out and have my font huge. But anyway, getting old sucks. But anyway, caffeine, yes, is a huge addiction. I am guilty and addicted to it.
I love
big
it.
Time.
Jeff, you're addicted. Just admit the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, you've cut back, but you've not quit.
I quit for a while.
A day doesn't count.
No, it doesn't. You know what he's been drinking a lot of is
The Monsters, yeah.
Zero sugar Monsters.
I did one day just because I needed a bump, and I thought I'm gonna try it, and it was, I was like, man, this stuff's good, and it worked.
It is good, but it's not as good as Bang. I like Bang better.
I know, but I can't get Bang at one stop, walking distance from my office.
When do they sell it in store? When are they going to do that?
They sell it at some gas stations. I don't know if it's something that they worked out with like VPX or how that goes about, but like 7-Eleven, notorious for having sports supplements and energy drinks that like your GNC or Vitamin Shop would carry.
7-Eleven?
Yeah, 7-Eleven. I went into a 7-Eleven and found like the Lipo Rush shots.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah.
I think
They're
they
dead,
should
though, right?
carry them because I think that in general, people who know about both of them would choose a Bang over a Monster. Or is it just me?
I don't think, no. I think the general public, the general public's going for, they're not going to be like, oh, that one's going to get me buff, because they aren't buff.
No, they're just looking for energy.
Right.
I
But
said
you got to
the
pay like $18 for a Bang, don't you?
No, you don't.
They're like $2.99, $2.84,
Oh, that's not
somewhere in
bad.
there.
Yeah.
It's not, but a lot of people don't know what it is unless they've shopped at GNC
Right, that's
or
what I'm
shopped.
saying.
Right,
Like,
right.
you know, I tried to get the gym owner of our gym to get the Monsters out of our what is that called, vending machine, and put in Bang. And he said he was going to do it, but then that never happened.
Isn't 7-Eleven dead?
Well, they are closing.
Didn't they just close another one
Yeah.
somewhere? Where was it that they closed one? Just like right now. It's going down. I saw a post, somebody was like, guess how much I spent to get all this stuff. They had like all these energy drinks. They had like boxes of gum.
Last one I know of or that I went to that had that stuff was the one right there before the St. Albans Bridge.
Oh,
Or Before
okay.
the Nitro
Oh.
St. Albans Bridge right there.
Yeah.
Right.
You know which one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly what
I
you're
don't know. I
talking
haven't. I don't.
I
Pay
don't even know if
attention
it's still a 7-Eleven.
about.
That's been, I probably haven't been to that one in 5 or 6
I'm
years.
never down there. I have no idea.
Right.
I haven't stepped foot in one in a long time. I think they should carry them though. I think they would.
What's the new big supplement company out now? Like who's like come onto the scene and tearing it up?
Ghost is trying to make a name for themselves. So far, they're doing pretty good. They've got somebody young in there. They've got a guy that, I don't know if anybody's familiar with it, but the Neon Volt, or the Volt line back in the day, Neon, normally was categorized with Cellucor, because that's who, manufactured it. That guy broke away, and instead of creating the Volt, he created his own line, and that's where you have the Ghost that comes into play.
Yeah.
So you got your fancy bright labels.
I was
It's
gonna
pulling
say,
people
their
in.
packaging
I like the
so
way
good.
they look.
It's got that
yeah.
graffiti bright design. And then they just got they just wrote out like a snickerdoodle and like white chocolate peppermint protein.
Are you talking protein? Snickerdoodle and white chocolate peppermint.
Yep. BCAs, they just brought out the Swedish Fish and the Sour Patch Kids.
Oh
So,
my
like,
gosh.
stuff that people want and can relate to. Like, oh,
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids, I love those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, instead of Fruit Punch or Sour
Right.
Patch Kids, people are going to go for that name, and then the
For
ghost
sure.
on there. It
The
looks
ghost
cool.
is
It's
cool.
appealing to the
Yeah.
the general population. So they're breaking onto the scene, creating a name for themselves. Redcom won.
Which you have the shirt on right now.
Yeah, they were doing pretty well. They still are. I think it's just a matter of getting their name out there.
Yeah.
Their packaging isn't quite as appealing, but they are a military brand. They support, your military, your first responders. So that's good.
What about that one? I was in the other day, and Rachel gave me, what did she give me? She gave me a pop socket. A bucked, or was it bucked?
Bucked up. Yeah.
What
that's
about
actually
that? Is that a
that's
good one?
another. Yeah, they're actually doing really well too. It's by DAS Labs. They got
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, bucked up. It's like their pre. They've got racked, which is like their aminos. The woke AF, which is their hardcore pre. And apparently down the line, which we don't have yet, but they have their own like multi. They got like stag for men. They got doe for women. So it's
Interesting.
all
It's all
deer
hunting
related.
related.
Yeah.
So there's a market for that,
Yeah.
obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted the free pop socket.
Right.
And then I broke it. I don't think it was the highest quality of pop socket.
No.
But I'm also rough on pop sockets.
You're rough on everything.
I need another one, by the way.
Yeah, I figured. She just said she needed one, and somebody gave her one,
It's true.
I know, right?
and you broke it.
I did. So sorry.
Yeah, well,
It's come with a warranty, shouldn't it?
Yeah. Seriously.
but it would probably, she'd be an exclusion. It'd be like, we'll replace this as long as anybody on the planet other than Angie Runyon has it, because she's gonna freaking break it.
You're so
Right?
kind. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Because you never break anything. Nothing. Anyway, what was I was going to ask you something, and now I forget what it was. It was about, pre-workout. I cannot take this stuff. You know that.
Oh, I
I've
can't
done,
either.
I'm sponsored by BPI, and I used to go in with Brandon to do demos all the time.
By the
And,
way, lately,
listen, pipe down, Runyon, be nice. Anyway, and so you know the story that I can't take pre-workout. Some people can't take it.
I do know that you can't take it, but I can't remember why. Is it the sensitivity?
Here's why. When I say I can't take it, that's not true. I can. I have no medical issue why I can't. Some people medically
Sure.
can't because of heart issues or whatever. It just makes me, every pre-workout I've ever taken makes me tingly, makes me have, and I can take the tingles, but I cannot take the cold sweats. Now that just makes it, I feel like I have the flu when I take it.
No, this is all pre-workouts you've ever tried?
Okay, I've tried maybe a handful.
Okay.
Okay, BPI being
meaning
one of
probably
them.
2.
Meaning probably 3 or 4. BPI being one of them, and actually I tolerated the 1MR okay. I only took half of it.
That's true. You
And
did
I
take that for a
tolerated it
minute.
okay. I still got the cold sweats. Remember when I took that one? It was the very first pre-workout I took, and I don't remember what it was called. But it was like on the back, it says take 1 to 2 scoops. I'm like, well, I'm
Right.
going to take 2. If I'm going to do pre-workout, I'm going to do 2.
Absolutely.
I thought I was going to die. I thought I was
did
dying.
you?
In what aspect?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
My heart was racing.
Good
I felt
question.
sick. I couldn't relax. It was like it was doing what it was supposed to do, I guess. But it was the tingles, it was the cold sweats, and I really actually felt nauseated, to
Do
be
you
honest.
think you would have felt better if you just done 1 scoop?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
I got rid of that stuff. I gave
It
it to
scared
someone.
you though.
It scared me. And then I don't remember the brands because this was before I was really into supplements, or I would have paid attention to the brands. But then I did try the 1MR because I needed to for the sponsorship or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just don't like them,
So it makes me wonder. You can take the tingles, which is probably going to be attributed to beta-alanine.
right?
It's a buffering agent that fights muscle fatigue. Normally it wears out somewhere once you start your workout. It's designed to help you go longer without getting as fatigued as soon. But that sweating makes me think of Yohimbe.
Yes.
Oh,
BPI is
Yohimbe.
notorious for
Yes.
using Yohimbe.
Really?
So if you tried a pre-workout that didn't have Yohimbe, maybe you would bypass that.
Maybe. Because like I said, I can take the tingles. I know it's going to make you da-da-da because
Yeah.
that's what it's supposed to do.
Absolutely.
But I don't like my heart racing so much. And I don't like the cold sweats. Like, I felt like I was coming down with the flu, for real.
Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, Jeff's not good with them either, but it's because of blood pressure issues.
No.
Oh, my gosh.
Did I tell you that story?
Tell him that story.
Oh, man. Well, I came in. I didn't know I took it, though.
Right.
Then I realized I took it. I came into the gym. It was like 6 o'clock in the evening, and I always came in, and she has all our supplements there.
Sure.
So I come in, and I'm like, ready to work out. And I remember there's a big West Virginia game on, basketball game. And I took a big old scoop of, heaping scoop of, what
oh my gosh,
was
I knew you were
it?
going to
What
ask
was
me.
it
And
called?
I don't even know that they pushed it anymore. It wasn't 1MR. It was
no, it was the BAM.
BAM. Yes,
BAM?
that's what it was.
I remember it.
So,
Yeah.
I threw that in there, and I didn't mix it much. So I could get it down, then drink some water. And I thought, what did I think it was? Because she had all that BPI stuff. I guess
Probably aminos.
I thought it was aminos, yes. Because I even threw I think I threw that and some BCAAs in with it. Mixed it up, drank it, chugged it down. Got into my workout, and I'm like feeling good. Like I'm like busting it out. Then all of a sudden, white as a ghost.
Oh my gosh.
And I feel like I'm going to vomit, and I'm like lightheaded.
So, well, I guess that answers
I went into
my
the
first question of why you took a heaping scoop. Because you thought it was BCAAs.
I thought it was something else. No, I
Makes
wouldn't. No,
sense.
because I'd already tried it. Because sometimes I can take half a scoop of something and I'm okay.
Right.
As long as I've had no caffeine. If I've had caffeine, but back then I was drinking caffeine. Like I drank caffeine all afternoon.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm
This was before the blood pressure. We knew
Right.
about the blood pressure issue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I checked my blood pressure. Like I literally took it. I was like, I'm done. I got to get out of here. Like
Yeah.
I'm sick. We got home. I'm in my gym clothes. As soon as I walked in the door, I just sat on the couch and turned the TV on and like took my blood pressure, and it was like crazy high. It was
Yeah, it
like
was
200
scary
over
high.
one something, like 120.
Gosh.
It was freaking nuts. And I'm sitting there. It's 10 o'clock, and I'm like, when is this going to stop making me feel? Because I felt sick.
And
like
I'm
I
sitting
felt
here, I
so
told him,
sick.
a couple hours, it should
Right.
be out of your system.
And then I
You'll
freaking like Google caffeine and how long it's in your system. It's like 6 hours at a time, and I'm thinking, what about the 4 cups I had this afternoon? And then I drank this crap, and now I'm sitting there at 2 a.m. wide awake. My eyes are wide open. I'm watching in the same spot. I haven't showered because I'm still nauseous. Like, and I
Right.
can't. Like, I tried to lay down. I couldn't go to sleep, and I was drinking water, hoping that would help. But then, and then when I went to bed, 11 a.m. the next morning.
The next afternoon?
Yeah,
The
it
next
was
morning,
terrible.
like 11 a.m., I was
Let
up.
me ask you something. Did you try to eat
night.
anything with it?
He didn't feel like eating.
I couldn't eat, man. I literally was like dry heaving when I got home. My blood pressure,
Lord.
I felt like my neck was going to explode. Like I was worried. My chest was
man.
hot and red, and it was bad, man.
That was just his experience. There was plenty of other people that took that.
But there was a
product. It
lot
fine,
of
but
it. I took
yeah.
a lot of it, and I knew I shouldn't though. Like
So,
I knew I was sensitive to stuff like that. Like when I tried it, I'd always do like half, and I'd be like, nah, it's making me feel like a little nauseous.
right.
But I can't puke either. Like I'm one of those people that
Just sit there.
I literally will go in. I've been in the bathroom gagging myself, trying to puke, and I can't. It's so frustrating. And I know I'd feel better if I could.
Right.
But with that, it was just like I kept checking my blood pressure, and I was like, when is my blood pressure going to go down? And I knew that's what the symptoms were. It was just my blood pressure was out of freaking through the roof.
Right.
So I don't take any.
Well, yours. So hers, maybe Yohimbi would fix it if it didn't have it in there.
Yours is just
would
an old man.
Well, the 4 cups of coffee on top of a heaping scoop of 300 milligram pre.
Right. Yeah.
Probably not the best idea.
Yeah. Overwhelmed.
Lesson learned.
Maybe.
A little
And
overwhelmed.
then your best friend Google probably didn't help you either.
Right.
Psyching me out.
Yeah.
Making me crazy.
Just
yeah.
probably a tad.
Yeah. Exactly.
That was this world when we had young children and the internet came, we had the internet.
Oh my gosh.
And it was like, you should only use the internet for good things.
Yeah.
Like porn and pictures of prairies.
What kind of pairing is is that? Porn?
I don't know, but it's not like looking up, oh, my
Great.
kid's coughing, and then they have brain tumors.
I know.
And their leg's going to
Yeah.
fall off.
Did you-
It's pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
Brayden has a she just turned 1, right?
Yeah. She's one.
Did your wife hit the Google machine with every symptom she had? Like, was that her first baby?
No,
No.
that was her third.
Third.
Oh,
Why
then
was
she's
I
cool,
thinking-
man. By the time you get to
then she
3,
was fine,
Yeah,
then.
she
they
was
fell
fine.
down the steps and they're laying at the bottom
What was
screaming.
I
And you're
thinking?
like,
Was your fir-
they're breathing.
They're fine.
I'll get you in a minute. I got to finish my hair.
Yeah.
No, third one. Third one.
God.
The third one you don't worry as much, I guess. But
They're
I
eating off
Googled
the
it.
floor.
I Googled everything.
They're, the first one, it's like everything. I mean, I fell down the steps with Maddie
I know, right?
and
Wow.
hurt myself bad because I was like, I was bouncing off walls. And like,
Tuck it in like a football.
yeah, and she was fine.
Well,
So,
that's good.
How old your
Phew.
oldest then?
Oldest is 16.
Okay, so you have quite the gap. 16,
Yeah.
what, and 1? What's the middle?
16, 10, 10, 1.
16, 10 and 10, 1?
16, 10, 10, and 1.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Yeah.
So,
So I have 1 from my previous marriage.
Right.
She has 2 from hers.
Okay.
And then we have 1 together.
Freaking Brady Bunch.
maybe that's what I was
That's right.
thinking was why I don't know what I was thinking. But that's quite the span.
Yeah.
That's an interesting
That is.
split.
Ooh.
So you've got you've got like the teenage, then you've got like the adolescent, and then you've got like the toddler crap going on.
Yep. All at once.
That's a cluster.
Oh my gosh.
Takes a lot of patience.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, just a lot of that.
Are there? What are the? I know the baby's a girl. What are the other 3?
2 boys and then a 16-year-old girl.
Okay.
Do you need a doctor? There's one I used. I
He's
got
talking about the
mine.
snippety snip doctor.
I got mine closed off. It was easy.
No.
They might want more Runyon. He's only 30.
Are you Catholic or Mormon?
30, no. 30 pushing 60, it feels like.
Oh,
We'll
stop.
keep adding the kids and see how that helps.
Well, here's the kicker. See, Ella was basically a miracle baby.
Really?
Pretty much.
Really?
Yeah. We had to
Too
give
much
it-
creatine?
Something like that. I don't know if it was the creatine, or what. But no, actually, we had to go to the doctor just to have her.
Wow.
She's got like this rare, I don't know if it's like 2 cervixes.
Uh-huh.
And then, I don't know, I'm just old. So I had to take
no.
HCG.
Really?
Dude, that stuff's amazing, I hear.
So I already had to take testosterone because I'm old and my
You do?
testosterone's low. Yeah.
Dude, I probably need to take it.
So
Do you take it from GNC? I'm interrupting
yes.
your story, or do you
and
do the
prescription.
good stuff?
I get the good stuff. Unfortunately, the doctor doesn't want to give me a good enough dose for me to stay feeling good on it.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, I
won't
mean
get
it's
into that.
it's cool, but yeah, I had to actually take HCG. Apparently, I was shooting blanks, so
Whoa.
that doesn't help. And then 2 cervixes, that makes it twice as hard.
You mean to
That's a-
shoot blanks, or it makes it twice as hard?
I guess both. Now to put it in perspective.
Good stuff. Take notes. You
Right.
gotta write these down.
Oh
What is
my
it you were
goodness.
taking again?
HCG.
So that's crazy. So she is a little miracle.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Stinking
Yeah, we
cute.
tried for years.
I'll get out.
That's so cool. And the more you try, it's like anything else. It's like the more you try and the harder you want it, and the more you want it, it's like there's something that
Yeah.
keeps it from happening.
Yeah,
Makes-
I was past the point of
trying.
just really trying. I just was like,
Yeah.
that's not going to happen. I've pretty much given up. And when I given up and he put me on HCG, it was within 3 weeks.
Oh wow.
That fast.
Wow.
Wow.
So to anybody out there that's trying to have babies that can't have babies, and maybe it's on the guy's end or whatever, HCG, go to the doc, have them look into it because it will definitely make it happen for you.
Oh wow.
Yeah. HCG.
I was taking a lot of shots. The doctor had me on 3 shots a week.
Wow.
But I felt like I was 18 years old again.
I was gonna say you had to feel like a freaking.
Oh, you
buff,
feel
like a
amazing.
like a monster.
Oh wow.
You feel amazing.
Oh, I can't imagine. Because AC
good.
and that stuff, it freaking repairs everything like super fast, right? Like it keeps you feeling good no
Yeah.
matter.
Well,
It
that's
does.
why isn't that what the sports people take, or
Yeah, that's what they can't take.
not supposed to take, but probably
Well,
take?
a lot of people take it for weight loss. If you guys
Yeah.
ever read up,
Yeah.
you actually inject it into the abdomen.
I have heard that.
But yeah, it's really good for weight loss, and that's also good for men, whether it be sperm, motility, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Do you?
I mean,
Good.
it's. I think there should be like programs that they develop where professional athletes or athletes could use it the proper way, because they get these freaking injuries and they could recover so much quicker.
absolutely.
And
Yeah,
I think they do it anyway.
Right.
I think they do it anyway. But I think that they take a risk, and then they if they get caught, they get
absolutely.
in trouble. And I think that they should be able. I mean, it's such. I mean, what is it? Stallone.
Stallone,
and
I don't. Is he using
he-
HCG or HGH?
Oh. See,
Shoot, man, I might be all confused.
There's
No,
HCG.
HGH. Is
He's
what's
on
gonna help all
HGH.
the muscles grow.
Sorry,
That's
HGH.
what we're.
But
Can
it
be
keeps
da-
them young, right? Or is that HCG?
No, it's going to be HGH.
Because they
human
said
growth
he's
hormone.
been. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Sorry,
The
correction.
only dangerous part there, I mean, you're right. It is going to help repair and speed up, muscles and cells from damaging free radicals. But where it makes all your muscles grow, well, your heart's a muscle. It's going to expand your heart too, which
Ew.
plays a strain on the heart.
Yeah.
If you take higher doses than you should and stay on it for longer periods of time, just kind
Yeah.
of like we were talking about earlier in the beginning, staying on something too long is
Yeah.
never good either.
Right.
So I think you should cycle off.
I just know those guys. They've been taking it. They say they've been taking it forever. But they're taking it from a doctor. They're taking it. It's regulated.
Stallone's
Well,
drinking from a youth fountain or something.
Yeah, well,
That's
see-
what it is. It's
It-
HGH is a youth fountain. Like it keeps
It
your
is supposed to
skin
be
young. It keeps your
yeah.
body young.
Well, then I need it.
It
Can I inject it
repairs.
in my face?
Because when you get to our age, your body's like all your muscles and cells and stuff are like, screw it, man. We're done. We're going downhill from here on out.
Right. Tell me something I don't know.
But then that HGH.
Is that the right one? HG.
It is like you take it and it's like, oh, I'm 22. I'm just going to feed my, with good cells, and it's going to regenerate the good stuff.
So they
Wow.
both make you feel young. That's the crazy part. Where HCG does help naturally. So what HCG does, yes, it's good for weight loss, but in a man, it actually increases your real testosterone.
The real stuff.
The
yeah.
real stuff, not
Yeah.
the stuff you inject as a prescription. Because
You're
that's
not
actually
blocking
artificial,
something
and it's
and-
telling your body to shut your natural production down. So HCG actually tells your pituitary gland to tell your testes to fire up the real stuff. That's why you feel younger again. Like you could go run a mile, whatever.
Dude,
I
when they
know a
take
lot
this
of
stuff-
I know a lot
They
of young
do, but
people
not in
that
the
can't
same
run
aspect.
a mile.
They're not taking as high a dose as somebody, trying to, whether it be have a baby, whatever.
Yeah, but you'll start growing mustaches.
I already
and,
do that.
Big, thick eyebrows.
Well.
And you'll start, running and talking deep and stuff. And you'll be like, I feel like a man.
I don't want to. Look, I don't need. I feel young. I don't need to feel. I do. I feel good. I feel young. But I got to do something with the.
That's because if you
And the
stay
face.
active,
It's not
you're
doing
gonna
anything
feel
for my
good.
face. What am I going to put on here?
your face looks
You have anything
amazing.
to
You're
put here?
gorgeous.
In your eyes?
On your eyes.
Yeah. Anything I can take, Brandon?
We sell
Help
a
a
bunch
girl
of stuff. It's called Cerevital, but it's an arm and a leg. Cerevital.
Oh, well, I can't.
And then you have.
If it's an arm and a leg, you just go go down to your friend's place and get the shots in the face. and
I've
stuff.
had Botox.
Is that Botox? Yeah.
I've had Botox. I went for a minute. I had a client who did that, and we traded services, absolutely. But then when I went over to the gym and I couldn't do that anymore, then
Yeah.
I had to
Why
quit
can't you do it?
getting Botox because I can't, Runyon. That's not right.
Okay, cool.
And Botox was amazing. However, I was looking.
You
for,
don't need it. I just was wondering.
Shut up. I was looking
I had to
through
clarify
pictures
that
the other
for later.
Yeah. We already know. I was looking through pictures earlier, and actually Botox. Obviously, we all know this. It changes your smile. It changes.
It paralyzes you.
Yes, and so when I look back on those pictures during that time, I'm like, I don't like my smile there. But I also
It almost looks fake, doesn't it?
Yes, it's like it was crazy, but I also don't.
You just need to be you. You need to enjoy who you are right now.
That's a good message,
and
Jeffrey.
embrace your body and your smile
Very true.
and all your facial features because it's
Okay.
character.
All right, fine. Moving on. So what were we talking about? Kids. All right. Do you want to have more kids then? Try. You're only 30. That's still pretty young.
Yeah,
to have
but
kids.
Well, you ask the question completely wrong. It's does she want to have more kids? Because that's what matters.
The biggest ordeal, she's getting older. I'm getting older.
Whoa.
Hey, that's her reasoning.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, if we ever want to have any time, it's almost like, we got a 1-year-old now.
Yeah.
We're going to have just us time. We like to go out and have fun too.
Sure.
And you can't necessarily.
If you're going to have another one, have it now. Like, hurry up, get it done, and
But
raise
here's the
them
thing.
together.
Does your 16-year-old babysit?
Yes.
So she'll help, but she'll be gone after a while because, what is she, a sophomore?
Yeah.
Junior? Sophomore?
She's she's 16.
She's probably a sophomore or a junior.
Yeah, she's a sophomore.
By the time they're like 5, though, you can leave them home alone. You just have to lock them in their room and not give
even
them
the third
food.
kid. Because, see, here, we have the 3 teenage girls, and then Nate's 10, which, Fortnite's his babysitter.
Right.
But,
same with the boys.
Yeah, but you still have to have somebody here. But I have 3 teenage girls. One of them's usually always here, so we're all covered. You know what I mean? But with a 1-year-old, I don't know if 10-year-old boys could handle a 1-year-old.
No, I don't trust them. As
Right?
far as
I don't think I wouldn't trust Nate. No. Brooke wants me to have another baby, and I'm like, well, A, no. B, I can't. And C, no. I would, if I had another baby right now, I don't know what I would do with my life. Ryan, how is your, so
look at that. Look at Hill and look at Hunt.
Just go ahead and share.
They're blowing up.
Yeah, they are. It's impressive.
And look at Gurley. Look at Gurley.
Oh, he's not doing
Story
well.
of my life.
No. I traded for Hunt last week.
Story of my life. Brandon, do you play fantasy football?
I do.
He's having a killer year, too.
He is?
Well, it's actually my first time ever playing fantasy football.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't know much about it. Was like, okay, whatever. All the guys wanted to do it at Best Buy. So I was like, okay, I'm in. And I'm 8-2. I'm actually the highest in the whole store.
Look at you go.
Well, let me tell you something. That 8-2 doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't. I know.
Because
I know.
there's
Jeff, that's
no,
really
actually,
nice.
literally, there's a curse in our league, and it's the curse of the 1 seed. And I don't know how your all's playoffs are going to go. If you're going to get a bye if you're the 1 seed, or if you have to play the 8 seed or the 6 seed or whatever it is.
Right.
But in our league, I dominated the entire season. Ended up with like 11 wins, 11-2. And I beat my brother the last game of the season. He was going to be the 8 seed regardless.
Yeah.
But I beat him by like 60. I crushed him. Jeez. Well, it was now I'm the 1 seed and he's the 8 seed in the first round.
Right.
He just has a stupid freaking first week. He actually had every game that season. He ended up the 8 seed and like average 140 some points a game all the way through and won the championship.
Wow.
As the 8 seed.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
What is your reward? You guys, is it monetary?
Do you get
is
like
TV
or something?
Bragging rights. No.
It's just bragging rights.
Yeah. Now the more I play and the better I do, it's like, man, maybe I should have played for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to.
Well, now if you like it, you can find another league that plays for you.
Yeah, man, our league is like, there's a
His
lot
league's
weighing on. Like,
stupid
if I don't
crazy.
make the playoffs, I'll be freaking losing my mind.
They have an ugly trophy and everything. Like it's
No,
those gold...
that's the winning trophy. It's freaking gorgeous.
Her face says differently.
And you get your name engraved on it every year. Mine's on there 4 times,
It
by the way.
is one of those
Since
big
2005.
gold bowl trophies, like the big gold bowl, and there's a big brown base with plaques and people's names on it. And it gets to grace our presence for a year if he wins. And he tries to put it in places.
I like to put it on our mantle.
Not happening.
Because
It
I know
normally
the
ends up
the truth
on
is
your dresser.
the years I had that championship trophy on our mantle, you were naked more. That's all I'm saying. In the bedroom at night, you were like, I caught you in there, and you were ready for me a lot more because that trophy, it sends off these signals. It's like, my man's a winner, like a big time winner.
Were
You think
dreaming?
that's what it was? Or were you half asleep?
Yes, that's it, Brandon. That is it. You nailed that one
I don't know.
because that's.
It's how I like to remember things.
You
So.
make things up
True.
in your head. I mean, whatever works for you works for you.
True.
But anyway, they have this hideous trophy, and
It's all about draft weekend because we have a group of guys that's had it and we've gone over this. There's a whole podcast.
yeah, there is. But
We
a
have
big
our
deal.
weekend
It's a
every
big deal.
year where we all pay in all throughout the year.
Yeah.
And then there's money that goes in for the weekend because we block off rooms in Buckhead, Atlanta, because most of the guys are down there. And then there's another ante for the rewards, like at the end of the year for if you win first place.
So,
and
I mean,
championship and all
at
that.
least there
But I mean,
is-
we go out, we get a party bus, we freaking
Well, you do it up big.
yeah.
at least there's that, and then you got the winner gets more than just the trophy. There's a monetary prize. So if there's money involved
there
and
is
you
a
can win,
monetary
I'm
prize,
like all
yeah.
for it. I'm like, yes, please win. I don't care even how much it is, but maybe it can buy my face cream. I don't know.
Anyway,
Just saying.
fantasy's fun, but it gets
Stressful,
you
too.
It gets you into NFL. Like I wasn't an NFL fan
Right.
before fantasy. Like 2005 is when we started this league, and I was like, all right, we'll try to do this. And it was like, now that's all I care about is NFL.
It does, because I think most sports fans have a team that they follow, but not necessarily other players and other teams. Now well, this player's going to do good. I need to try to get him,
Yeah.
play him. I need him on my team. Yeah, it does. It gives you a whole nother perspective.
And
look
you're
at the
watching
game.
teams that you normally wouldn't watch.
Exactly.
Like Kansas City, I would never watch them, but tonight it's like
You're pulling for
I've
it.
got two guys. I want them to blow up. I want them
Right.
to kill it.
Right.
And I'd know a ton about the team. So you start learning about all these different teams, and you could care less when you just watch one team. Because
Right.
usually it was it used to be on Sundays or Monday, whenever the game was, when are the Bears playing?
Absolutely.
And if the Packers
Well,
or somebody
you're
were playing,
vegetarian.
Yeah,
I would just hope that they lost.
absolutely.
And I would root for them to lose. And I love that they lost this week, and they can't even compete for the division
Also,
now.
who? The Seahawks, right?
Yeah. Who everybody else is beating. So it's nice to see Aaron Rodgers struggle and them to do bad.
It always confused me though when you were watching it and cheering for the team that I didn't think that you even liked, and you're mad because until you had to explain to me that you have players on that team.
Yeah, she
That always
threw a
confused
fit
me.
once when I went nuts, like I was watching
I was
the game,
so mad.
and it was the playoffs, and I had Antonio Brown,
Yeah.
and to get to the championship game, he was my only guy playing, and I needed 20 points in that game from him to win. And I remember he busted down the middle, it was an 80-some yard run, touchdown. And I was running, I was up, screaming at the TV, and she was she hates Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Right.
So she's like, "What are you doing? What's wrong with
I
you?"
was so mad at him.
And she didn't.
So
I,
what?
I can't forget.
What's
you.
your story, Angie? Why do you hate Pittsburgh so
Because
much?
I'm a Bengals girl. I'm from.
Oh, rivalries. I got you.
Right. So I'm from actually Covington, Kentucky area, but it's right over the river from Cincinnati, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So I was always a Bengals fan growing up. I mean, my friends' parents were friends with some of the players. I got to go to some of their parties. I just was there a lot, and I love the Bengals. The good, bad, ugly, all about it. Did you see? We went to the stadium this
I
weekend.
saw that.
Oh
I
my
saw
gosh,
that.
it was
That
such
was
a-
awesome.
And as much as I was in it and loved it, I never have been to a game. I had never
Oh,
been to
wow.
an NFL game, which I didn't go to a game this weekend. We just were at a party that was at the stadium. But we got to go out on the field and everything, so it was surreal.
The experience itself.
Yeah. So I'm a Reds and a Bengals girl. So of course I hate everything Pittsburgh. With a passion. Because I get into rivalry. I get into it. I love sports. I love football. I love watching
Yeah,
it. I
you
love
do.
baseball more. But I hate Pittsburgh. But anyway.
Which is actually doing really good.
I went up
Bears
and
fan,
watched
but
them.
also watched the Steelers too.
Yeah.
I was there last Thursday night.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My buddy was in, and my Atlanta buddy was up there for business.
Yeah.
He was like, "Man, he called me it was a Wednesday. He's like, there's a Steelers game. I'm gonna buy tickets. You want to come up?"
I was
I
mad
was
about
like-
that too. Not that he was going to a game, but it was,
Right.
I'm like,
I was
you
like,
wanna
let me
watch
check.
Pittsburgh, really?
It was cold, but man, it was fun. They blew up that night.
Yeah.
That was
What,
nasty.
they put 52 on the board. Didn't they?
Yeah.
So you're a Steelers fan too? Gosh, I thought
Yeah.
I liked you.
I know. You know what I think would be good? I think you should make a bet with a Pittsburgh fan. And if you lose, you got to wear their jersey for a day.
I wouldn't do it this year.
Do you want to bet?
No, don't do it this year.
Why?
Because the Bengals, man.
I
They're
have
gonna,
faith. but how
There's
would it be?
blind
like,
faith.
They don't play. I mean, like, they've already played each other, haven't they?
I don't mean necessarily each other.
Yeah, you don't
just
have
a
to.
game.
You just say
Like the next game.
easy. You better know your matchups before you
Well,
make
I don't.
these
Can
kind
you
of
help
crazy
me?
bets.
Wait, Brandon, hold on. What? Wait.
I don't know. I'd have to look and see who they're playing.
I mean, I'm not scared. I will bet. I'm not too scared, actually. But I don't know who they're playing this week. Do we? I mean, I have no clue.
Let's see who's playing who this week.
But I know that the Steelers are doing a little bit better than the Bengals. I didn't say they were better. I said they're doing better.
Sure.
But I think that'd be a fun bet. It would be really hard for me, though. Because I even found a stupid Steelers mask in our trunk the other day.
Where'd that come from?
Right?
My boss is a Pittsburgh freak. Like, he's a Pittsburgh Pirates and Steelers fan. Actually, he said he hasn't watched an NFL game with all this whole, like, the Kaepernick stuff, like, in the NFL, like, because he was so mad at the Steelers.
Right.
Like, he, like, brought his flag down and threw it in the trash can. It was
Oh,
dumb.
my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because
Serious?
because of the Steelers being, I don't know what the owner was,
Yeah.
but he was really upset about it. But I mean, he's like so crazy about the Pirates that he can literally pull out their calendar from when he was a kid, and he has scored every game. He doesn't miss a game.
Wow.
Not
That's
necessarily
serious.
go to it, but literally in his office he has them on. The day games are always on. He's got them on the radio. He goes up for several games a year. I mean, and he scores them every day. Like, he keeps who the winning pitcher was. Like, he can literally go in his stack of calendars back 10 years and tell you who won on July 3rd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who the winner
Wow.
was, who the loser was, what the score.
That's big
So
time.
he has all the bobbleheads in his office. And then he has it's in my trunk. It's a real, what's the dude's name? It's a Mexican. He got it in Mexico. And it's a Steelers match.
Imagine that.
Wrestling match. You know, the wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm looking up who.
How does that make you feel, though? Your boss, huge Pittsburgh fan.
I don't care.
Doesn't offend you? Doesn't bother you?
No.
Okay, Sunday.
No, he's paying.
Is it Sunday the 25th?
Paying
that's
for
valid
all
point.
this.
Yeah.
I'm a Packer. I hate the Pack. I mean, she's the one that's really hates Pittsburgh. I don't like them, but I mean,
All right, so Sunday.
I'm not mad at people who do.
I think if I'm right, wait a minute. Yeah, they play the Browns. The
Oh gosh, take the bet.
Okay, wait. Okay, so the Bengals play the
Maybe
Browns.
not. I don't know. The Browns are pretty hot lately.
Shut up. The Bengals play the Browns. Hold on, I'm Googling it.
There it is, the magical.
Yes.
What was that?
All the
Doctor?
answers.
All the answers.
All the answers. All the answers. Hold on, I'm looking for it. My mom's calling me. Mom, I cannot talk to you right now. I'm in a serious bet right now, and I can't talk to you.
If you hear this podcast, Mom, just keep in mind that the Google and the bet's actually more important.
Right?
Yeah.
11, 25.
I think she probably has 56 or 57
They play the
podcasts to go
Broncos.
through first.
They play the Broncos. How's this looking? Steelers, Broncos?
Where are they playing? Because Ben's a lot better at home than he is on the road.
At Bronco, I guess at Broncos Stadium, Mile High.
At Denver, huh?
So what are we doing? I'll do it.
I think it would be it's probably the best opportunity for you to take
But
any
here's
bet
the
this
thing.
year.
Do you have a Steelers shirt?
You got jerseys.
Okay. Well,
The real question is, do you have a Bengals jersey, and what size is it?
okay. I don't know that I have anything Bengals you could wear, but we'd figure it out. We'll figure out something.
Why are we even talking about
make a
these teams, not the
statement.
Bears, man?
Make a state because we
Because
all like
she's
the Bears.
okay with the Bears.
No, we all love the Bears in this room. Like we all
That's
agree
true.
on that.
That's true.
So we'll take the bet. We'll do it. If you'll do it, I'll do it, and I'll wear whatever you want me to wear. And then you
Let's rephrase
definitely
that.
probably cannot wear my tank top.
Let's
You probably
rephrase
cannot wear my
that.
Bengals tank top. Although that would be funny.
That'd be cute.
I'm going to find like a oversized jersey, so it's just draping off of her like
Just
a curtain.
for the next week, don't take any HCG or testosterone. You'll feel so confident in that
I hear you, Jeff.
tank
I hear
top.
All right.
Might be worth a go.
All right. Is it a bet?
Wait, who's the Bengals playing? You checked
I
one
just
team,
told.
but not the
No,
other.
I told you.
Oh, the Bengals are playing.
Browns.
And who's Pittsburgh playing? Broncos.
The Broncos.
Wait, where are the Bengals playing?
I think at Paul Brown Stadium.
It doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
the
I think.
the Browns just beat Atlanta like by 28.
Okay.
Atlanta's probably the worst team in the league right now.
But
I don't know, man. Wow, yeah.
we're not
they're
talking about
pretty
Atlanta.
They're pretty
We're
bad.
gonna talk
Sorry, I'll
about this
take
bet.
that back. They're pretty bad.
We're gonna talk about this bet. I'll do it if he does it, and then we can. Well, we'll just do it.
It's gonna have to be on an off day. I can't wear this at work.
No, I wouldn't ask you to wear it. To work.
Okay.
I know you can't
He
wear
can
it. to work.
only wear it on a day when he will not be leaving his house.
No, you have to leave your house, but you don't. I know you can't wear it
All
at
right.
GNC and Best Buy.
And then-
I get that.
Okay, so
But
I
anytime
don't get
you're
myself
not
into a
in,
bet. I was just talking about this. I didn't necessarily want to place
You
a bet, but now I
brought it
feel as if I have to. So,
you should do it.
all right, fine. I'll do it. Deal.
And anytime you're not at work,
You got to snap a photo for
Yes.
proof.
oh, I will. I'll wear it all day long. I mean, look. If I lose a bet, I lose a bet.
God, what did I get myself
I
into,
don't-
Jeff? And you didn't say anything to talk me out of it.
Do you
I
know
didn't. You're
how
right.
much trouble
I know.
I'm going to get into do you know I'll be nauseated all day? I'm not wearing makeup and I'm not fixing my hair if I have to do this. I'm just going to look like crap all day because I'm going to be wearing crap, so I'll look like crap.
You're not. Have some faith.
I
You'll
do
be
have
all right.
faith. So I'll find something
She'll root
It'll
for
be
this.
all black, so it'll help her just look like gloom.
Don't
So-
do that. That's a big no-no right now.
I will figure it out. I don't know what I'm going to have him wear, but I'll figure it out. I'll find something. It'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll get him a T-shirt or something.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a bet. That's on.
No?
All right. With that note, I'm done. You done? We good?
Yeah,
I
we
think-
can do
I
it
think
again
we were in
sometime.
some
It's
trouble
fun.
now.
Yeah, that's the way to end it on a
All right.
Bengals Pittsburgh bet.
All right.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, sir.